Hey, good evening, my friends. How are you? Welcome to another edition of Wednesday Night Live right here on Mike Avery Outdoors on the Facebook page, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on Twitter. My name is Mike Avery, and as always, glad to have you along with us on what is a very warm night here in my part of the world. 59 degrees when I poked my head out a little while ago. But that temperature is going to drop, much like it did Saturday. The temperature is going to drop, and we're going to get some big winds, much like we did on Saturday. But what do you expect when it's that warm in December? You know something's going to happen. Hey, Martin. There you are. Hey, Martin, how are you, buddy? As always, nice to have you along with us. John, good evening. You are here. Tim Binns, always a pleasure, my friend. Chris, nice to have you back with us as well. Craig. Hey, Bruce, how are you? My day was great. Ross, how was yours? Well, thank you, Bill. That's nice of you to say. Who's that guy in your profile picture there, Ross? Oh, I'm a smart aleck. Robert, John, Jim, Jerry. This time of year, we usually get a pretty good crew on a Wednesday Night Live. Marysville checking in. Tim, Michael. Because, to be honest with you, and I know this, there's not a lot else going on right now, right? Mike, what day is it? Where'd he go? Mike, what day is it? It's hump day. That's you 31 years ago, Ross. Looks like just yesterday. My man, Big Mike, how's it going, buddy? It's going great. Hey, Johnny, good. How are you, buddy? John is homesick. Well, that stinks. I thought it was today, Ed. I thought it was today that Bill Piles of Ohio Bowhunting Outfitters gets his shoulders done. No, thank you. I've had both knees done, and I don't think I want to do shoulders. One more exam, then Christmas break. Tony, how are you, buddy? Right, no fishing tonight from Algonac. Excited for another shot at a Michigan brand ham. I wonder if we're going to get spammed tonight by Facebook like we did last week. Go figure. There are people on here talking all kinds of crap, and we're wanting to win a Michigan brand ham. And posts get tagged for spam. Mad Jack's back from this morning. I don't know, Bernie. I don't know. Mark, I loved your elk video. That was so very cool. It is dumb, Julie, and I certainly have no control over that. Tim says, oh, Tim, you should have changed that. You should have held on to that. You'd rather have ham than spam. John, I knew she was going to call. My sister-in-law, I knew she was going to call right now during my Wednesday Night Live. I knew it. John watched the Jays video this afternoon. It was very good. Thank you. I appreciate that, John. It was fun to do. I was honored to work on that. I actually put a lot of time into that. You wouldn't think so. Hey, there you go, Jim. Everybody's got to have a reason to be here. This is my reason to be here. But I had to take the audio from 2 different microphones. I had to take the video from 3 different cameras. I had to take stills from old Jay's archives and put them all together. And it actually took quite a while, especially since it's been a long time since I really did any extensive video editing. Maybe, Cliff, maybe. Good evening, Jeff. Ear infection and strep throat. Oh, poop. Josh says he's not looking to be trolling tomorrow on Saginaw Bay. And along that line, Scott says 50-mile-an-hour winds hit tonight to make it drop a couple of feet. Crazy how Linwood Bay Marina emptied over the weekend. I mean, like emptied right out. The boat launches were dry. Yeah, you can find the video. Let's see, you're watching on Facebook. You can find it right here on Facebook, John. It's on the Jays YouTube channel. It's on the Jays Facebook page, and it's right here on my Facebook page as well. Yeah, it did turn out good, I thought. Hey, Jim, how are things in Tennessee? My reason is to get to see my friends comment and see you, buddy. Oh, Johnny, that's so nice. You're such a good guy. Terry from Shingleton. Terry, I was talking. Hey, Jason, how are you, brother? Terry on the radio show this week. I'll get to the rundown here in a minute, but John Azoga, who used to be in charge of Cousineau. You'll be picking up perch tomorrow afternoon off the bay because the water's going to be gone. Hey, Mark. Still can't believe they're sticking to the 695 number for the wolf population. Just crazy. I don't know how many are out there. And you know what the problem is? Nobody does know how many are out there. And is it even going to matter with what's going on with that judge wanting to put him back or whatever? You know what? I don't even bother to try to keep track of it anymore. It'll happen when it's going to happen. By that, I mean a wolf hunt. This political maneuvering, political shenanigans, I can't stand it. Good evening, Bob. How are you? Felt like spring. All you needed to hear, Bernie, was some red-winged blackbirds, and you'd think it was March. Well, Louie, I hope your comments don't violate Facebook community standards tonight, too. What are you going to say? Something dirty, like I want to win a ham? Spam. Crazy. Oh, Greg, home recipe wingdings, blackberry bird dog tonight. What's up? What's up with you, Scott? Yeah, we'll be giving away a Michigan brand ham here soon. Hey, Chris, how are things in the big buck state of Kansas? Biggest buck I ever shot was in Kansas, 150-inch 10-point. I don't think exactly over the counter. And you're going back up in what, January? Oh, Tony, I didn't hear that. Very interesting. 10 to 12 elk drowned in northern Michigan, fell through the ice. You'd think, Tony, wouldn't you, that a critter would be smart enough not to do that? I would. You stop when you get to 696. There'll still be some left over, you're saying, Corey? Whatever, Corey says. John, you're jumping the gun. The contest hasn't started yet. Yeah, Cliff, that's what Tony was just telling us. 10 to 12 elk drowning on a private lake, not too far from Grayling. What are they doing? What day is it? Mike, what day is it? It's hump day. A little under the weather tonight. So I can't do my normal hump day, and I won't be doing a long buzzer, that's for sure. Hello, Cliff. How are things in the beautiful town of Memphis? Memphis, if I remember right, the home town of G5. G5 Outdoors. What day is it? It's hump day. Good evening, Ray. Nice to have you along with us. Crapo Lake. Ran out in the middle of Crapo Lake. Really? What did I say? I meant to say G5. Did I say something else, Cliff? I'm curious. What did I say? I was thinking G5. But usually, oftentimes, especially by this time of night, yeah, but I'm not talking people. I'm talking elk. They should know better. They're critters. They're in the natural world. I said G5. Okay, good. Who's on the radio show? You're getting ahead of me. Oh, okay, with G5. We can shoot the 695 left. Gotcha, Corey. Kind of dragging tonight. I think I'm finally coming down with some kind of crud. I fought it off all fall long. That's all I want to hear. I laugh every time. So what's going on, my friends? Did you hear about the new Crossbow from 10 Point? The Nitro 505. Hello, Mark. How are you? It shoots at least 505 feet per second. Hey, Ace, how you doing, buddy? How'd you like that picture I sent you? Wasn't that cool? I actually found a couple of cool old pictures of Dave as well. And me. Remember those two big pike I caught up there in Lake Charlevoix? I got a picture of me holding those. I got a Crystal Light beverage right here in my Jay's 50th anniversary overpriced Yeti. Martin, why do you say it's way too fast? Martin from Michigan Crossbow Hunters. Way too fast. What do you remember how big? I'm thinking it was pushing 30 pounds, wasn't it? 505 feet per second. It's only too expensive, John, if you don't want to spend the money on it. Robert says speed isn't everything, just his opinion. So it'll get you 505 feet per second or more, a minimum cost of $3,000. I don't care, Paul. The ice close to shore was 5 to 6 inches thick. The ice closer to the middle was 2 inches thick, and the elk grouped up there and fell through. My point is, animals, I thought, that lived in the wild and were so in tune to their surroundings, would be smart enough not to do something stupid like that. Oh, no. Oh, no. In my opinion, no. In my opinion, Chris, the only bow that's considered primitive would be a compound or a recurve. And the term is actually traditional. Even when you get to, got to come back to this. Even when you get to compound, I don't consider that primitive. Dogs, being bulldogs, headed to the national championship game. Meet me at the Alibi to watch it. When is that game? I did see video of that, Ross. When is that game? Because my buddy Dennis McDonald, a.k.a. Ace, is also a bulldog. When is that game? I'd love to watch it. Would I have to go to the Alibi to watch it, though? I used to be at the... it wouldn't be my first time in the Alibi. Michigan brand ham, Saturday night. Saturday night or Saturday daytime, Ace? Cool. Well, 31st for the Michigan game. Now I want to know, Ace or Scott, what time on Saturday is the... And where can I watch it? You can't watch it on the Big Ten Network. You can't watch it on Fox. You can't watch it on ABC. You can't watch it on maybe ESPN. It's at nighttime. Okay. Those elk were following a leader that had no clue. Reminds me of Brand. Bernie. That's pretty good. Even as crappy as I'm feeling, that makes me laugh. Still waiting for a time on the Ferris game. And then I'll move on to my other stuff. But I'm not moving on until I get an answer to this. And then we'll give away a Michigan brand ham. Are you out there, Nick? I haven't seen him. Nick Grillo of the wonderful Grillo family of Michigan Brand Meats, michiganbrand.net, michiganbrand.net. Use the promo code Mike21, save 20% on everything on the website. Also promo codes. Go to primaltreestands.com. Facebook groups. I can't open it right now though, Brian. Just tell me. I could, but it would screw me up. Primaltreestands.com. Use the promo code Avery. We did have a good time. Yeah, we don't want to go to Facebook jail, too, do we? I don't know. Give it to charity. All right, I'm going to give up. Somebody private message me, please, so I can move on the time on the Ferris game on Saturday and where I can watch it. It says Mitch Rompola fan page. Oh, I got you. Okay. Well, Mitch Rompola used to have a website. After the controversy, he had a website. And he was active on it for a while. Ferris is at 9 o'clock on the 28th. Oh, that's not this Saturday. That is the 28th Saturday. 9 o'clock? How do they expect an old guy like me to be up ESPNU at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night? On a really good night, I could make it till 9:30, 10. Although we had a neighborhood party here at the house last week where now you're seeing this Saturday, John says. Hold on. Excuse me. I told you I got crud crap going on. So, Jason, if you don't see me anytime here in the next few days, 9 p.m. Jason, if you don't see me anytime soon, you know that I'm curled up in a ball somewhere in a fetal position trying to sleep this off. We take naps. We do take naps. Sorry. This Saturday at 9 p.m. Darn it, ESPNU. This Saturday, 9 p.m. ESPN. Well, that'd be kind of fun to watch. In fact, it'd be really fun to watch. Yes, this Saturday, the game is in Texas, which explains why it's so late. Thank you, Ace, my brother. 12-18-9. Dan's like, you idiot. I'm telling you, it's this Saturday at 9 o'clock on ESPNU. Got it. Cory lives by the alibi. I knew a lot of people who used to live by the alibi. It's no big deal, Paul. It's just crud. I did have a site. Please join us on Mitchell. I'll check it out, Brian. But send me a private message to remind me, would you? Because I'll forget about it. Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stepping up and helping out at Trinity. New news. Saginaw River will be open. It's not really new, but it is news. Saginaw River will be open to walleye fishing year-round in 2023 from Center Road down to Saginaw to the mouth. Couple of questions on that. Number one, that closure was put into effect as a spawning closure. So does that mean we no longer have to protect spawning fish? Especially, my wife's sneezing upstairs too, Denise is. Especially when we've had a couple of years when the catch rate has gone down. If it was biologically sound and necessary to protect those spawning fish in those waters when they put the ban into effect, why is it now not biologically sound and biologically necessary? Furthermore, why was it an NRC commissioner who got this ball rolling? Is that the job of the NRC commissioners to start topics like this? Or is it the job of sportsmen's groups or DNR biologists? This one sticks in my craw. And what makes it even squirrelier, rather than put it into effect in 2022, they're waiting till 2023 because they know, I think they know that something's not quite right here. I think you're right, though, Josh. I'll be one of those guys fishing the river. I got to be honest with you. I love fishing the river. Follow the money, Derek says. Derek would know. Follow the money. He's got some history. So what was I starting to talk about? 10-point nitro. 505 feet per second. The baseline unit will cost you $3,000. You can put one of those Garmin range finding. I think you're right, Josh. I think that the biologists are not on board with this. Which raises another point, right? Doesn't it? If the fisheries biologists, who are the experts on the subject, are not on board with this, how in the world does an NRC commissioner bring up the subject and push it through and get it to pass? What happened? Maybe they only spawned past Center Road. What happened to sound scientific wildlife management practices? Steelhead limit for the west side too, yeah. I don't know. This one, something smells fishy, pun intended, about this one. That's for sure. If you want to put a Garmin range finding scope on that 10-point nitro, it'll cost you almost $5,000. To which I say, hey, if you got the money and you want one, God bless you. I'm going to stick with my Darton. My Darton was a lot less expensive than that. All right, Nick Grillo. Anybody see Nick? I forgot to get a hold of him. It's the speed in a chronograph about 5 feet in front of the bow. So yeah, I'd say it's the speed leave. Well, how else would you do it, Don? If it's not the speed leaving the bow, how else would you measure it? I mean, could you set an arbitrary distance of 10 yards downrange, or what would you do? No, it's the speed coming out of the bow. I would say it's too fast because it's through it before your mechanical heads have time to open up. That's why Cliff's going to stick with his compound. Anybody see Nick? And it's on me. I forgot. Hey, 50th anniversary. Have you seen the video? It's excellent. I'm really quite proud of it. I shouldn't say it's excellent. I think it turned out very well. Another thing, Dan, a lot of these companies that will 62 votes. Jim Felgenauer knows that whole issue very well. And Jim is actually the one who let me kind of know about what was coming up here with that walleye thing. You will not find a finer man or a man who is more conservation oriented than Jim Felgenauer. A TV upstairs. I haven't seen Nick either. Somebody's going to have to volunteer to play the role. Let me text Nick real quick, and we'll see. New Nick Grillo, can you do the giveaway, or do you want me to find somebody else? Question mark. Oh, sorry. Nick can't make it. Who wants to play the role of Nick? Which means you're not going to win a ham tonight. If Nick doesn't show up, it's hams forever. Somebody volunteer to play the role of Nick Grillo. You'll have my undying gratitude, but you will not be able to win a ham because you can't. Jeff says he'll do it. All right, Jeff. But Jeff, you're watching on YouTube. We need somebody watching on. Can you see the Facebook comments too, Jeff? Jason says, it was a pleasure to meet you last Thursday in Bad Axe. You made some great points during your speech. Tom's a great guy. Jeff will, and he's watching on Facebook now because he's won before. And Martin, I appreciate you saying that. That's nice of you, Martin. But Jeff has already won. That's a stand-up thing to do, Jeff. All right, so Jeff, you know the way it works. You watch the comments once I open the contest. When I open the contest, people will have 2 minutes to make their comments on why they want to win a Michigan brand ham for the holidays. I will ask you folks, even though it's a very, very honorable thing to do, please don't say you want to win the ham because you want to give it to a family in need. As I say, it's very honorable, but it makes it impossible for Jeff to pick a winner. So you got 2 minutes. Jeff Plant's going to do it. Okay, Jeff's got it. Okay. You've got 2 minutes starting right now. Make your comments about why you want to win a Michigan brand ham for the holidays. A Michigan brand ham for the holidays. 2 minutes, and Jeff Plant is going to play the role of Nick Grillo tonight. Jeff Plant. Thank you, Jeff Plant. Okay, let's see what we got here. Terry, Michigan brand ham, please. I don't want to. Did you end up in Facebook jail, or did you just get a spam comment? Vicky says the elf on the shelf. Grandkids deserve to win this Michigan brand ham. Don't be a naughty Scrooge and overlook my post. You put a lot of work into that, didn't you, Vicky? You put a lot of work into that. Jason, who I met last week, said I'd love to share a ham with his family this holiday season. John says I want to win a Michigan brand ham, please, because I've never won a ham before. Where was it? Spam me, not ham me. Feed my family for the holidays. Derek says, what day is it? Mike, it's hump day. Who said unanimous? Unanimous number one ranking. Minute 30. It's not really a minute 30. You haven't seen me look at my watch. I have no idea, but we're calling it a minute 30 on the Michigan brand ham for the holidays contest. A minute 30. Make your comments here. Just a spam alert. Gotcha, Terry. Can't beat Michigan brand. Well, they're coming in so fast, I can't get them posted up here. 1 minute. 1 minute on the Michigan brand ham for the holidays, courtesy of Nick Grillo and our friends from Michigan Brand Meats. Jeff Plant is standing by. He will pick the winner. Hey, remind me to tell you more about the Wednesday Night Lives in the future here, too, when we're done. 45 seconds on the Michigan brand. 45 seconds. It's not spam. It's ham. 45 seconds. 30 seconds on the Michigan brand. Jason wants to win one, too. Michelle, ham, please. 30 seconds on the Michigan brand ham. I'm going to give it a go. John, stand by. I'm going to give it a go. I won't be able to make a new record here, but I'm going to give it a good bulldog try. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Well, good evening, Michelle. How are you, my dear? Hey, Jamie, how are you? 10 seconds on the Michigan brand ham. Jeff, stand by. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's terrible. Just didn't have it in me tonight. And the way it was wavering. I'm lucky. My chest feels like maybe it's COVID. Maybe it's COVID. We're all going to get it sooner or later, right? Jamie Clancy. Jeff, you do know how to do this because you picked her right away, too. Jamie Clancy. Jamie, congratulations, 19 seconds. No, new record for the shortest. There you go, Jim. It's a new record, all right, for the shortest ever. What did I get last week, my friends? 40 seconds, 39 seconds, or a couple weeks ago? Jamie Clancy, congratulations. There's Jamie right there. Congrats on winning a Michigan brand ham. Jamie, I'm going to ask you to send me a private message, please, with your shipping address. I'll pass it along to Nick Grillo of Michigan brand, and he will get that ham out to you, ham for the holidays. Jeff Plant, thank you for stepping up. That was a real nice thing to do. All right. Speaking of Michigan brand, one more plug for them because they're great people. You know what? You're right, John. John is absolutely right. It's 25:06 is the official time because he is the official timer. I can't argue with that. John Callison is the official Mike Avery Outdoors Wednesday Night Live buzzer timer. Yeah, can't argue with that. Don't say what? Oh, that everybody's going to get it? Well, it's the COVID. Yeah, well, it's like the flu, right? Everybody's going to get it. Just a matter of how bad it's going to get you. What's that one commercial say? If it hits you wrong. And that's what it comes down to. I'm fully vaccinated. I got my booster. I've done what I can. I'm not going to wear a mask anymore. I'm not going to do it. I got you. I appreciate you folks saying that. I was just kind of joking. A bad joke. I get it. Bad joke. I rescind and retract my comment. Bad joke. And I acknowledge that. It wasn't really a joke, just a stupid thing to say. All right, where are we at? I want to save you some money. I told you if you go to michiganbrand.net, use the promo code Mike21, you can get 20% off everything on the Michigan Brand website. Michigan Brand, a great product, including those Mike Avery Hunter Sticks. You can also go to mucc.org, use the promo code Mike, all caps, MIKE, to save 25% on your MUCC membership. You can go to primaltreestands.com. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. I'm not going to go much longer, Jim. Appreciate that. Primaltreestands.com. There you go. We're going to get spammed for saying something about COVID. Primaltreestands.com. Use the promo code Avery. Now, this is a big deal. Primaltreestands.com, promo code Avery, and you get a big discount on everything on the website, including that Wraith 270 see-through ground line. You can get one for $199 and change. And then here's the final one. See, I'm saving you all kinds of money. You got to spend a little money to save it, but I'm saving it for you. Versaskins.com. Versaskins. Thank you, Martin. Versaskins.com. Use the promo code Avery20. Now, let me remind you what Versaskins is. Versaskins is a Michigan. I'm pretty well set on guns, Josh. I don't even know what I'd get. Versaskins is a Michigan-based family-owned company that makes top-quality hunting clothes. But their niche is they have a snap-on, zip-on outer shell that you can put on your hunting clothes to change the color. For example, mine are like a standard Realtree camouflage. But when the firearm season was here, I in less than a minute, I was able to change the skin for the season I was in, change it to blaze orange. If I was a predator hunter, I would change it to a white snow camo. If I was a waterfowl hunter, I'd change it to a duck marsh color. So this is what they do. Top quality, very warm, weather resistant Michigan family. You cannot shoot through the blind or the windows. You could. I love my hoodie too. Loves his Versaskins. Okay. So if you go to versaskins.com, and you use the promo code Avery20, you can get 20% off on everything on their website as well. That's through New Year's Eve. So make sure you check that out. Speaking of deadlines, nothing. Well, you know what? I ever since my bariatric surgery, I haven't had anything with carbonation. The only beer I can drink is a real dark, like a Guinness or something, like a Miller Lite or something. I still couldn't drink. I was addicted to Diet Coke. I haven't had a Diet Coke in 3 years. So I'm going to pass on the Vernors, but the vitamin C, I'll go along with that. You have to shoot through the windows on the Wraith 270. I could use my Versaskins when I win the Pure Michigan hunt, Cliff. That's a great idea. Because can you use the code at Michigan Brand Store? Online only, Tony. Online only. Fun fact, I didn't know that, John. What's more popular than Clint? You can talk walleye through the ice. I don't know much about it. I used to do it. The only place I want ice these days is right here. But I realize it's a big deal and it's very popular, and a lot of guys just can't wait for the ice. I get that. Pure Michigan hunt. If you win it, and 3 people will, you'll get a bull elk tag. You will get a bear tag, any season, any unit, and about 4,000 in a waterfall, managed waterfall hunts that I would give to you. I have no use for them. And $4,000 in gear and prizes, which I would keep. So if you want, since you can also, here's what you should do. Since you can transfer Pure Michigan hunt to somebody as a gift, I'm going to put in for Pure Michigan hunt. I'll keep the bear tag. I'll keep the elk tag. I'll keep the gear, but I'll give you the managed waterfowl hunts. In exchange, you should put in for the Pure Michigan hunt. And if you win, you should give me the bull elk tag. You should give me the bear tag, and you should give me the gear and prizes and keep the waterfowl, managed waterfowl hunts. How's that go? How's that sound? No, Cory, I haven't even been out. And the way I feel right now, and with the way this schedule looks, this is a very busy time for me, year for me from a business perspective, as we wrap up one year and get into another one. I hope to get out between Christmas and New Year's with my dart and crossbow and shoot a doe. I hope to. Really? Huh. You're confused about what? Jeff, it's very simple. I'll describe it again. You can give Pure Michigan hunts as a gift. Even after you win, you don't have to buy them as a gift. You can buy them in your name and then give them as a gift. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put in for a Pure Michigan hunt. If I win, I will keep the elk tag, I will keep the bear tag, and I'll keep the prizes. But I'll give you the managed waterfowl hunts. You put in for a Pure Michigan hunt, and if you win, you give me the bull elk tag, you give me the bear tag, and you give me the prizes. And you keep the managed waterfowl hunts. Where do you sign up? You can go to michigan.gov/DNR, michigan.gov/DNR. And you would apply for it just like you apply for any other license. It's $5. You can do it multiple times, or you can go to any license agent. Nope, Scott, you didn't. Really, Scott? I am going to use a crossbow. I thought that was a recurve spot only. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Seeing what you've got here, yeah, I think with a crossbow, I could probably make that happen. You know what, Scott? I might take you up on it. That actually sounds pretty good. Do you still have blinds? I left a blind there with you, didn't I? If not, I apologize. The L3 get donated to a food kitchen. Well, that's good. Landon and Bentley say hi. Hey, guys. Landon and Bentley Burleson. How are you, buddy? Nice to have you guys along with us. All right. One more thing before I go. Somebody asked early on, a long time ago, who's on the show this week? Because I think it's an interesting show. Of course, I think they're all interesting. Chad Stewart of the DNR is my first guest this week. He talks about the season so far. He also you have a blind. Okay. He also talks about the question of why, because some bucks have already started to drop, to shed, and it's early, but some have started. And there's a certain chance that you could go out in the late antlerless season, think you're shooting an antlerless animal, and you are, but you're shooting a buck that had shed. I said, why do we do that, Chad? He explains why. Then Ben Nielsen of Showspan joins me. He talks about the fact that as of this point, it's a go for the Ultimate Fishing Show Detroit, for Outdoorama, and the Ultimate Show in Grand Rapids in March. Ed Roy from the Michigan Wildlife Council is up next. Then here's the most interesting part of the show this week, I believe. In hour number 2, my featured guest is John Azoga. John is a retired DNR wildlife biologist who probably knows more, even at this point, after 30 years of retirement, about whitetails than any living human being. He did more hands-on research at the Kuzina Wildlife Research Station in Shingleton in the UP than probably anybody. And he talks about the fact that today's biologists are driven by universities, and universities are driven by money. I'll leave it at that. And you have to listen to the show this week to get more. Then Nick Green of MUCC joins me. Dave Rose of Wild Fishing wraps it all up. Jeff's on Facebook watching now. You're jumping all over the place. Dave had 2 bucks on camera that had one side gone already. And we wrap it all up with Wild Game Chef Extraordinaire Dave Miner. All right, my friends, that's a wrap. A few minutes early. I appreciate you joining me. Slacking? Yeah, I'm slacking. All right. I'm slacking. If I was slacking, I wouldn't even be here. Walking the dog, saw a buck with no rack. You're going to have to pace yourself this year, Jeff. It's true. All right, my friends, send me an email, mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com, mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com, the website, mikeaveryoutdoors.com. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go upstairs and probably put my feet up and chill. Thanks for joining me on this edition of Wednesday.